goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening. On the edge of the Hackensack River in Secaucus, New Jersey, here we are at Laurel Hill Park for this presentation of the Cosmopolitan Soccer League Division I on Game and Frame. I'm James Burley, joined by Drew Tudor behind the camera, and today it is the undefeated FC Sandzak taking the trip across the Hudson River to face Hoboken FC2, a clash between two sides on either end of the table in the CSL Division I. FC Sandzak looking to get one win closer to near certain promotion to the American Premier Soccer League. Hoboken FC2 looking to distance themselves from a potential relegation battle. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to have starting lineups and first kick just minutes away on Game and Frame. And welcome back to Laurel Hill Park in Secaucus, New Jersey. FC Sandzak looking to make it 14 wins out of 14 atop of the CSL Division 1 as they face the host Hoboken FC 2, currently sitting in 8th out of 10 in the 2025-26 Cosmopolitan Soccer League top division. Hoboken FC in 8th on 14 points, 11 points clear of the bottom of Zumschneider 2, 6 points ahead of Manhattan Celtic in 8th, and just 5 points out of 4th place for a potential playoff position. So a lot to play for the home side. And of course for the visitors, it's no mystery. Promotion potentially in the cards. They can almost taste it. As few as two wins, could get them to the promised land of potentially promotion to the APSL, the semi-professional level. As FC Sandzak has made it 13 wins out of 13 thus far. Their closest match of the season, you ask, was against this Hoboken FC2 team. The final game of their fall season, a 3-2 win over Hoboken FC2 on Sunday, November the 23rd on Randall's Island. This time, they come to New Jersey for a chance to get 3 points. The starting lineup for the home team: in goal, Zachary Yesko. The back four from right to left: Eric Terzer, Kyle Unger, Kyle Dixon, and Tristan Barquin. The midfield trio: Pavel Kondratiev, Miguel Torres, and Christian Trujillo. The front three: Sammy Bolnik, Noam Davidov, and Juan Barrientos. For the visitors, in goal, it's Danilo Nikcevic. Starting 11, in no particular order: Mohamed Bou, Armand Chalebi, Martin Dikanovic, Mamadou Diombera, Jeffrey Gadd, Matthew Hesse, Alam Kalenovic, Haris Sabovic, Mirza Sabovic, and Mulai Malbrook, as we are underway, and quickly FC Sandzak pushing the issues into the Hoboken FC2 end. In all black from right to left, it's FC Sandzak. And in all blue from left to right, it is Hoboken FC2. As the home side put out a quick fire early on, we are underway at Laurel Hill Park. The sun is starting to come out in what otherwise has been a leaky day here in North Jersey. Temperature at kickoff in Secaucus, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Got our first taste of summer in the New York area this past week. Temperatures as high as 89 degrees. Well, back to reality here as the April showers come in. Sun poking out. We'll see if the heavens open up later as this thing kicks off. Here's the captain, one of several captains for FC Sandzak. Haris Sabovic in the center of defense. Early long ball from Alam Kalanovic, the Iona soccer man, former Iona Gale. The cross coming in, late reliever there was Mamadou Diombera. His 14 goals are the top of this FC Sandzak team and second across all of the CSL. It's good feet here from Miguel Torres to move things forward for the home side. Here's Davidov. Couldn't link up with Kondratiev, and coming back to receive that in midfield for Sandzak is Mirza Sabovic. Bounces off one player. Now switching the point of attack. Ahead is Malbrook. He's looking for Matthew Hesse. Instead falls into central midfield for Mohamed Bou. Mohamed Bou still fighting it with Christian Trujillo. No foul from the referee there. Bounce out to the wide area. Here's Hesse, the former King's College man. Can't hold on to it. Out for a throw. FC Sandzak have had a perfect 13 out of 13 season to this point. The latest win was their biggest, 9-1 over bottom of the table Zumschneider FC2. They've got 48 goals on the year, just 11 conceded through these 13 games, 37 positive goal difference, far and away the best in the CSL top flight. Here's Kalenovic. Look for the Trivella forward. That one comes out. Tough deflection, might have paid the price there, and out for a throw. Bouncing back to his feet is Sammy Bolnik. Took the brunt of that clearance. Regular with the Hoboken FC third team. He's got 1 goal on the season in the CSL Division 1 reserve. Bolnick back on it here. Cheeky little nutmeg. And the clearance only as far as the near touchline, out for a throw. Throw comes back in play. And we're back underway at Laurel Hill Park as the sun starts to poke out a little bit more. It's the former youth international with Montenegro, Danilo Nikčević, in goal again for FC Sandzak. Has been a wall throughout the season. Stepping forward now are the visitors. It was Mabruk. He's looking to connect with Hesse, out for a throw again on the far side. FC Sandzak 12 points clear in first place. 5 games to go on the season. Block FC do have a game in hand, a makeup that they've got to make with the home side today, Hoboken FC 2. One win would put them essentially out of reach, but statistically 2 wins is the magic number. A win today and they would get one step closer, practically have both feet in the door. There's a foul's whistled there. It's going to come the other way against Sandzak. Early long ball looking for Noam Davidov. His flick on, unfortunately, didn't have help with him. The former Muhlenberg striker and New Jersey High School All-State man at Princeton High School. Currently a goal and 2 assists on the year in CSL Division 1. Aris Sabovic. The former Keystone College man plays across to his partner in central defense. Here's Jeffrey Gadd. Now Kalinovic. Long ball from Jeffrey Gadd looking for Dumbara. One out of the air by Hoboken and cleared down the line by Bolnick. All the way back. The goalkeeper, Nikčević. Kalinovic again. Driven ball forward. Pressing there was Martin Dikanovic. The second ball is won cleanly by Sabovic, who fires into the path of the goalkeeper, Zachary Jesko. That was Mirza Sabovic. Mirza and Harris, brothers from Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. Played high school ball at Pleasant Valley, and later college ball, in Keystone College. First one's one out of the air. Sandzak's Eli Mabruk. Fighting forward in midfield is Hoboken. Sprung down the left wing side. Here's Tristan Barquin. Back for Trujillo. Trujillo's gonna look to loft this one into the penalty area. Got under it a bit, and that's gonna go out for a throw on the near side. Good idea in transition there for Hoboken FC 2. It's the first time they've had a real break into the opposition half. Just didn't quite connect cleanly with the cross, and it's out for a throw. Long throw down the line. Very good use of the body here from Dekanovic. Fights off a challenge from Torres. Referee says play on. And working his way out of the danger there was Kyle Unger. Here's Barkwin, a former Susquehanna Riverhawk. Runs out of real estate on the far side. It's out for a Sandzak throw. Sabovic dispossessed in the middle. And here's Bolnik. Unger. Kondratiev bounces back for the captain of this Hoboken side, Kyle Dixon, a Glasgow, Scotland native. Formerly of Tusculum in Tennessee, as that's picked off by Hesse. Numbers forward for Sandzak if they hurry. The cross deflected by Unger, and it falls calmly to Dixon, who can maintain possession for this Hoboken side. Good find as well from the veteran center back. As the blue shirts move forward, Davidov completing the switch. Forward from Eric Terzer. Here's Bolnik's cross. Davidov laid at the back post just in front of him, but that didn't miss by much. Once again, good ideas in transition from this Hoboken side. Here playing collegially at Rutgers Newark, corralling that one. Barkwin potentially to set up a long throw. Rather short with it. Sabovic there to clear. This one goes out of play. It's on the edge of the attacking third here for the home side. Been treated to an even game thus far. These two played a very tightly contested contest back in November. Well, their places in the table might lead you to believe that Sandzak would run riot with this one. Sparientis does really well to hold up possession there. Well, is dispossessed, and now going forward is Sandzak, if not for a good recovery from Kondratiev. Here's Paul Kondratiev again, bounces nicely over to Terzer. And now Bolnik. Bolnik again. It's Kyle Dixon. Long one for Barrientos. Brilliant ball, but the flag is up on the near side. Offside. It's a good find and a brilliant first touch from Juan Barrientos, but just an inch or two too eager there. Gad looking forward. Here's Mabruk. Good feet from Barrientos, bouncing off Trujillo. Just a bit of a heavy touch there on the second pass, and picked off once again by the back line of Sandzak. Early long ball from Haris Sabovic. He's looking for Mirza. And instead it's collected by Hoboken. Barkwin, good find for Demidov. But happy to go backwards is Sandzak to keep possession, and nicely done there. Lofted ball forward, caught in the wind perhaps. Diombera trying to bring it down. Good defending from Terzer. And the second ball won nicely by Torres as well. Mabruk, a good challenge there. The long ball from Terzer goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Nikchevich, once again. Hoboken FC lost their last two matches. They were in each of those games against Central Park Rangers 2 and the Manhattan Kickers. 4-3 loss followed by a 3-1 loss. Their latest win coming on March the 15th, a 4-1 victory over Zumschneider 2. Looking to get back into that form. Of course, they do have that game in hand. Looks like a huge advantage, a team that potentially could make a late surge into a playoff position. just 5 points back from 4th place, despite being all the way back in 8th. This is a good step forward from Mirza Sabovic, deflected by Unger. Falls again for Kalinovic, and Bolnik recovers to clear again. A lot of good work defensively from Sammy Bolnik early. He's had to do some work in recovery as Hesse keeps up the pressure high. Sabovic fighting for it as well. It's Barkwin who comes away with it, and a good ball forward once again. Good distribution out of the center back position from Kyle Dixon. As Barrientos tried to open up his hips for a surging Sammy Bolnik, picked off once again by Sabovic. They love these early long balls, though, the opposite way. Hesse did have a bit of room, but too much oomph on that one, out for another throw. Past the first quarter hour here. No score between Hoboken FC2 and FC Sandzak as we enter the 17th minute now here in Secaucus, New Jersey. The sun poking out just a little bit more. Gad retreats back to Nikčević. Here's Sabovic. In a crossing position potentially now. Sandzak, they will get the cross in. It beats the first defender, and Dixon is there to get his head to it. And the referee on the far side, the assistant referee that is, does in fact give a corner. This will be the first corner of the contest for either side. Alim Kalinovic stands over this one. His right-footed in-swinger drilled into the top of the 6-yard box, clipped away by Torres. Fighting his way through a number of blue shirts there, but eventually Hoboken comes away with it. Bolnik leading the charge forward. Looking for Davidov early on. Nicely won by Mabruk, who clears. That's Matthew Hesse recovering back to the possession from an offside position. The flag is up. Matthew Hesse's 5 goals and 11 assists. Not quite as eye-grabbing as Diambera's 14 goals, 7 assists, but his 11 assists are the best in CSL Division 1. That combination on the wings has been fruitful, to say the least, for this FC Sandzak side that scored 48 goals and counting on the year. Haven't quite been able to figure out Hoboken FC yet. Neither side's really looked like scoring to this point. It's been a back-and-forth battle, concentrated in central midfield. Here's Gad. Fighting for it there was Sabovic. He came away with it. He's got an early runner down the left wing. Kalinovic, cross to the back post. Won by Tristan Barkwin. Now Trujillo can hold it up nicely for Barrientos. Touch just got away from him. Mabruk. Mirza Sabovic. Barrientos did good work in recovering after the errant pass, and he does well to draw the foul. Going quickly is Kyle Dixon. Kondratiev. And Miguel Torres ran into trouble there. Good defending from Mohamed Bo. Bo switches, here's Diambera. Charging at the defense, back for Kalinovic. Good win from the home side. Good lead from Davidov here for Torres. And Barkwin. Here's Kondratiev, the former Needham, Massachusetts native, turned Georgia Tech club soccer player. Bolnik forward, looking for Trujillo. Sabovic was there to clear. Christian Trujillo has been trusted with the number 10 role today. Central midfield for Hoboken FC as this ball bounces around in a dangerous area but is ultimately dealt with. Kondratiev going to let go from distance, and courtesy dive there from the goalkeeper, Daniil Nikchevich, but that one never looked like threatening. Out for a goal kick, but that is the first shot that's found its way through for Hoboken FC 2. We're going to see the first change coming for the home side. It's an early rest for Noam Davidov. Danny Herrera going to come in, play the number 9 position here. Terezo's throw. Can't find a blue shirt. Golenovic wins it. And now here's Martin Dekanovic in the number 9 position. Going to let this go. Blocked away by Dixon. Barkwin going to do everything he can to prevent the corner, and he does. And he'll clear this down the line. Danny Herrera the first to it. So wind starting to pick up coming in from over the Hackensack River. Mohamed Bo whistled for the foul there. Kondratiev did well to earn it. Barkwin charging forward. Bounced off Trujillo. Good feet from Barkwin, but it's a good step from Gadd as well. Bo pressuring. Trujillo again. Thought about it. Going to let go with the left. That one looked a bit better than the first, but still goes high and wide. Out for a goal kick once again. The home side growing into this one more and more. $25 points separating these two teams to this point of the season. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell that just by watching this match this far. Been pretty even. Nikchevich bringing his lines forward. We saw some danger posed from those early long balls coming out of the center back position from Gadd and Harasabovic, but haven't been able to link up with these tricky wingers yet. Bit of a narrower pitch perhaps than they're used to here at Laurel Hill Park. Shouts for a handball. Gonna get that from the referee. Here's Bolnik now. Unger. Under pressure from Dekanovic. Sandzak wins it. This could be dangerous. Looking forward for Diambera was Mirza Sabovic, and that one goes all the way out for a goal kick. Just can't get caught in possession against this team if you're Hoboken FC 2. Do have so many dangerous players in the front three. Can find the back of the net on just goals scored. Got 22 goals between the front three this season. That accounts for almost half of all that they've scored this year. It's been goal scoring by committee in addition to having a couple of key contributors on the right and left wing. Bolnik does well on the near side to knock it out once again for a throw. Into the 25th minute we go here. Dekanovic into the penalty area looking for a cross. Hesse was arriving to the back post. That one over his head. And out for a throw on the far side. Folks, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Thanks to Umbro for sponsoring this Game and Frame broadcast once again. Here's Sabovic. The captain plays this one out wide from Mabruk. Now Bo. Ran into a little bit of danger there. Torres and Kondratiev collapsed on him. Eventually won by Barkwin, but Sandzak in possession once again. It's the captain Sabovic again. Floated forward, Dekanovic fighting for it, Dixon the first to it, and it calmly falls to the goalkeeper, Zachary Yesko. Going long early, got a 2v2 in front of the center backs if they can hold on to it, but a difficult one there for Herrera to bring down. Minikcevic will play this back out the other way. Here's Gad. Back once again for the goalkeeper, Minikcevic. Preparing a substitution on the far side is FC Sandzak. Sabovic. Floated ball across, one out of the air by Barrientos. Just ran out of real estate once again. It's a good step from Mabruk, and Diambera looking to drop this back for Kalinovic. Kondratiev was there first. Now here's Alim Kalinovic. Forward for Matthew Hesse. Driven across, Mirza Sabovic plays it for Diambera, and he doesn't usually miss those. That one just trickled wide of the near post. What a great chance early on for FC Sandzak. It's the best chance of the game for either side easily. Good win in central midfield from Kalinovic. He played it out wide for Hesse, who did everything he could. Got it across into a dangerous area. Sabovic had the decency to let this one go for Diambera, who just didn't quite connect with it on frame. Just inches wide. And Hoboken FC 2 given a lifeline early on. And the substitution has come in now for FC Sandzak. Martin Dikanovic gonna get a rest early. Arman Chalebi gonna come in and get a run at the number 9 position. Sabovic forward, Diambera, good first touch to bring this one down. Bounces off Chalebi, that's good football between the two of them, but what a challenge from the Chatham, New Jersey native Eric Terzer there. The former Northwestern club soccer man out in Chicago did well to get down and dirty with the sliding challenge. Bounced off the chest of Herrera. Calmly picked back up. Here's Gad. Early ball from Kalinovic was blocked by Torres. Mirza Sabovic with a great little turn. Fought off the challenge from Kondratiev, but the referee was quick to go back to it. Advantage not seen. Good decision from the referee, and now this, a dangerous opportunity for the visitors. They've got Kalinovic, and here's Sabovic standing over it. A few players ready to charge in. Does look just about on the edge of shooting distance. Certainly too close to loft in a proper cross. From this range, going to be difficult to get it both over the wall and under the crossbar. It looks like it's going to be Haris Sabovic standing over it with his right foot. There's the FC Sandzak captain. And he got that one all wrong. Out for a goal kick once again. To the 30th minute we go. Just about half hour into this one. Folks, don't go anywhere at halftime. Check out our Save of the Month nominees for the month of March on Game & Frame. That will be playing at halftime. You can vote for your favorite goal by commentating on Instagram at Game & Frame's latest post. Be sure to check out the Save of the Month catalog, which will be presented at halftime. Pressure from Bo to knock that one out. Getting forward now, the cross coming in from Torres. Minikcevic was there. Quick throw out for Kalinovic. Gonna slow this one up for Sabovic. And Barrientos was there to cut it out. Barrientos does well. Here's Dixon. Was looking for Barrientos again, that one out for a throw. Mabrook couldn't connect with Kalinovic. Can Hoboken FC2 make them pay? Danny Herrera, good feet from Herrera. And still Herrera into the penalty area. Mabrook did well to recover. Made up for his mistake in possession and clears the danger now. Responsible from Dixon to go back to the goalkeeper. Here's Jesko. Good ball forward for Terzer. Just a little bit too much on it. And now Diombera. Good turn. Mohamed Bo. Forward for Mirza Sabovic. Looking inside for Hesse. Good sliding stop there from Dixon once again. Kondratiev runs out of room. From one Sabovic to the other. Now Bo. Picked off again by Dixon. He's been excellent anchoring the center of defense for Hoboken FC2 today. Barrientos has got Bolnik surging, gonna go for this speculative effort, the chip. Oh, nearly made him pay. Had Nikčević scrambling back to his post. I think that might have even nicked the woodwork on its way out. And now, one Barrientos gonna get his rest. Noam Davidov gonna come back into the match. We'll see if he takes over on the left wing or goes back to his number 9 role that he's perhaps a bit more familiar with. Nikčević back live, and Gad. Chalebi plays it back. Mabrook. Bouncing off Kalinovic. And back for Nikčević now. Sabovic ran into a little bit of trouble there, but that's going to last come out off of a blue shirt. Chalebi off the chest. And cleared by Unger. Good ball from Mabrook. Here's Haris Sabovic again. Another long ball into the direction of Hesse, who does well to corral it, but can't quite keep it in. Thought for a moment he had gotten there in time. His first touch brings him out of play for another throw. Dixon runs into danger, looking to play it back for Barquin. Sees cross out again for a goal kick. 10 minutes and change separating us from the halftime whistle. It's been a very even contest thus far between Hoboken FC2 and FC Sandzak. Isco going to bring his lines forward here. First ball's won by Gad, a thumping shot off the left knee. And Bo fights through a challenge there to knock this one forward. First bounce, a bit dangerous now. Chalebi fighting for it. Unger gets to it. And Barquin clears only as far as Mohamed Bo. Kalinovic couldn't get a hold of it, and Barquin steps forward again. Comes Hoboken FC2. Herrera Trying to leave a flick for Davidov. Steady again from Gad to win it back for the visitors. And Savovich runs into the challenge at Torres there. Bit late from Hoboken FC2 midfielder. Free kick right at midfield. And Sandzak are going to set up, get some numbers forward here. Playing it short instead to a wide area. Mabruk thought about pumping a cross in. Here's Kalinovic. Travella cross to the back post. Falls for Hesse. First time effort. On the bounce. Couldn't quite get it past the goalkeeper. Jesko makes easy work of it. And quick distribution now for Bolnik. Here's Torres. Terzer. Falls once again to the blue shirts. Kondratiev. Clever from Gad to play this back for Nikčević and collects it once again in defense. Under pressure from Torres' Bo, and Davidov getting in there now. Still maintaining possession, FC Sandzak. Kalinovic couldn't keep that one in play. Out for a throw as another substitution comes in. Hoboken FC2. It's Christian Trujillo re-entering the match. Miguel Torres going to get a breather before halftime. Savovich bounces off Kalinovic for Gad. Looking over the top is Bo for Diombera. Too much on that and into the path of Jesko. Bolnik was looking into the central midfield area, picked off by Kalinovic. Diombera couldn't connect with Kalinovic. It's been a lot of that as of late in this first half. Decent ideas forward, but perhaps not quite sharp enough yet into this game. Good combination there between Herrera and Davidov, though. Savovich does really, really well in recovery. Just can't get around the near touchline. It does go out for a deep throw. Here's Kondratiev. And the switch. Now completed for Barquin. Can he keep this one in? Bouncing ball, tough one to deal with, and it does trickle out of play for a goal kick. Also getting a rest now will be Sammy Bolnik. Juan Barrientos is going to come to the right wing side here. Nikčević. And Gad, numbers push forward here for Sandzak as they press another long ball here again. Savovich couldn't bring it down. He slipped a little bit, and now the clearance the other way. Gad was looking to play this for Haris Savovich, but could be danger now. Juan Barrientos with space to shoot. Barrientos fires, and I think Nikčević clipped that into the crossbar. What an effort from Barrientos, but arguably an even better save. We'll have to check again if he did get a touch to that. It looked like he just nicked that into the woodwork. Thunderbolt from Juan Barrientos, the closest to breaking the deadlock here in the first half at Laurel Hill Park. Aerial challenge from behind. Trujillo there does commit the foul. Under 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go here in the first half in Secaucus. Hoboken FC2 nearly taking the lead with an exclamation point of a strike by Juan Barrientos, if not for the intervention from the goalkeeper, Danilo Nikcevic. Trujillo. Mabrook dispossesses him. And now Mirza Savovic. Matthew Hesse. Cross to the back post. Too much on that. Kalinovic. Barrientos does well to fight for possession back. Shot from distance, doesn't quite get through, falls for Chalebi. And Sabovic. Now Diambera into the penalty area. Danger lurking for Sandzak. The cross comes in, deflects off Terzer, out for the second corner for FC Sandzak. Kalinovic standing over the corner once again. Six black shirts attacking this one into the penalty area. Gets to the front post. Sabovic was there and he flicked it nicely but couldn't get it back on frame. Good corner kick routine right off the training ground, but not quite connecting in the way that they hoped. Folks, be sure to tune in the rest of this week. We've got some great APSL Metropolitan Conference matches here on Game and Frame. Thursday the 23rd, Liros SC takes on Lansdowne Yonkers. Then Hoboken FC's first team faces New York International in their quest to take the top of the table from the New York Greek Americans. That one kicking off on Sunday the 26th at 4 p.m. And then our final match of the weekend, Sunday, April the 26th at 7:30 p.m. It's New York Pan-Cyprian Freedoms against Zoom Schneider FC. Be sure to check those matches out on Game and Frame. As the ball from Barrientos into Trujillo is offside. Sabovic stepping forward to central midfield and looking in behind for Diambera. Terzer there to knock that one out of the air. Chalebi. Good turn. Again for Chalebi, and he's got space to turn. Now Bo. Fights through a couple challenges, and now out wide for Mirza Sabovic with space. Cross coming in to the back post. No black shirt there to get on the end of it. Trickles all the way to the opposite fullback. Here's Mabrook. Haris Sabovic stepping forward again. Got around Kondratiev. Advantage seen. Mirza Sabovic and Diambera. What a save from Jesko. Another try from Sabovic, and he scores. Just a minute to go until halftime. Mirza Sabovic finds a friendly bounce and heads it into the empty net. It's 1-0 to FC Sandzak. Right when you thought that this game had 0-0 perhaps written all over it, at least to the halftime break, it's Mirza Sabovic with a cheeky little header, a few chances. Brilliant save from Jesko on the first effort by Diambera, and unlucky for him, it falls so kindly to Mirza Sabovic, who just delicately heads it into the back of the net for his 7th goal of the season. 1-0 to the visitors. Familiar territory for FC Sandzak. They lead on the road. Going quick off the kickoff. Catching Sandzak off guard perhaps. Here's Barrientos all the way down into the final third. To a crossing position, Barrientos deflected. And Barrientos in an offside position there. They caught Sandzak off guard, but couldn't do much with it in the end. And you better believe the visitors are in no hurry to get the game back underway, having just scored on the stroke of halftime. see just how much, if any, added time is allotted at the end of this first 45. Brilliant first touch from Mirza Sabovic. And he's going to spread this out wide for Matthew Hesse. Fighting with Tristan Barquin. The first touch is excellent, but a good recovery from Barquin in the end to win possession for Hoboken. We're into a full minute now of first half stoppage time. The referee does do a glance to his watch. Great switch from Kondratiev. Can Barrientos keep it down? He can't, and that is going to be the halftime whistle here at Laurel Hill Park. Thought perhaps we were going to be even Steven going into the break, but it's Mirza Savovic's 7th of the season in the 44th minute to break the deadlock. It's 1-0 to FC Sandzak after 45. Don't go anywhere. We've got our March Save of the Month nominees playing at halftime. Be sure to check those out. It's FC Sandzak 1, Hoboken FC 2 0 at the break.
Head to his center midfielder. The shot is it. Immaculate save by Nikcevic. Unbelievable athleticism.
On his left foot, gets it back to his right, lays it off. Here's the hit, blocked in front. Second time passing, Goransky. Goransky makes 2 saves on the bounce. I think one came off his head. A third save from Goransky. The fourth is offside. The fourth is offside. Goransky, my goodness. What a run of play from the VE goalkeeper. That was incredible.
Whips it in towards Teodorescu. Looks like it might come off a hand. Comes to Teodorescu again. Sublime save by Dimopoulos. That was creeping its way into the near post, and Dimopoulos with an acrobatic save.
Before once again lifting it up for Turnbull. It lands for Chetty. Almost found the back of the net. Right above the crossbar it went.
Wide open player. Possible shot incoming. Does get a shot, and a great save from Louis from West Town again. Corner kick has been awarded, but a brilliant shot and a great save again from the West Town goalkeeper.
Estamos finding Pradera. The West, who puts it on target, but a massive save onto the bar. A heroic save.
Cross Lorenz cross. Ooh, what a save!
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Back underway for second half action here at Laurel Hill Park. FC Sandzak 1, Hoboken FC 2-0. A very even first half, but the last laugh goes to the visitors. Mirza Sabovic's 7th of the season, a delicate little header past a hopeless Zachariesko, who was just sprawled out for making a fantastic save on Mamadou Diombera. James Burley here with you. Drew Tudor is the man behind the camera as Kyle Dixon pushes this one forward for the home side. Christian Trujillo. Looks like back to the starting 11 that Hoboken FC began the game with. Foul there whistled on Trujillo. It's Mohamed Bo got caught in possession there, but the foul whistled. Glinovic forward. Sabovic looking to flick this one on. Only as far as the goalkeeper. Jesko. Armand Chalabi, the Brooklyn native, took over for Martin Djukanovic up front. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists on the year. Spent 3 years at Baruch between 2022 and 24. It's a good step there from Diallo Mamadou Bailo. He's got the start at the left back position and has looked really strong. Here's Bo. Now Diambera coming back to receive it. And looking forward for Mamadou Bailo. That one a little bit too much on it. And out for a far side throw for Hoboken FC2. Now the rain has subsided, but the wind has picked up here as we go into this second half. Sky's just about cleared up. We've got some more storm clouds headed overhead here in Secaucus. Good ball there from Barquin, and now Barrientos can push this forward. Inside for Trujillo. Trujillo with space, going to complete the switch over. Sammy Bolnick looking back for Trujillo. Don't think the two are on the same page there, but good movement in transition from Hoboken, and a chance now. Fell nicely for Torres, and it will be the first corner for Hoboken FC2. A bit of trouble in possession there. Mohamed Bo caught with it. Good pressure coming forward from Hoboken FC2. They haven't let their heads down since they conceded right before the halftime whistle. The timing of that goal, massive for Sandzak, potentially deflating for Hoboken FC, but we haven't seen that from them here. And now it's going to be an outswinger from Torres. Takes a bounce in the penalty area. Dangerous ball that no blue shirts could find, and it's cleared in the end by Diambera. Here's Barquin. Now the captain, Dixon, he had a special first half, didn't he? Now was looking to spread this one out for Bolnick off the hand of Diambera. Whistled by the referee almost immediately. Long ball from Dixon, gets through everybody, all the way to Nikčević. Danilo Nikčević hasn't had too much to deal with other than that Juan Barrientos strike late in the first half that he tipped into the crossbar. A dangerous chance the other way. Jesko does well off his line. Trujillo fouled there by Chalabi. Now the referee just having a word with Mamadou Diambera after that collision on that long ball that came from the other end. And this is the second talking to now the referee's had with Diambera. Had a word with him in the first half for a little collision he had with Terzer. Doing well in possession here are the visitors. Gad looking forward. Too much on that for Matthew Hesse. Out for a throw deep in the half of Hoboken FC2. Hoboken FC2 does have to make up that match against Block FC that could end up being defining for this FC Sandzak side. Of course, the magic number is 2 wins, but a win today and a loss in any of the next matches for Block FC would be very, very welcome in Sandzak's promotion quests. Barrientos does well to play back for Barquin, but it's one out of the air by Mabruk, and now Mohamed Bo. Good look forward for Diambera, caught out by Unger. Unless that match is scheduled for the middle of the week, Hoboken FC2 will face the New York Ukrainians next on the road at McCarran Park on Sunday, April the 26th. For Sandzak, their next match against Lebaria FC, also on Sunday the 26th. That one's going to be at Randall's. Beria just 3 points ahead of Hoboken in 7th on 17 points. Another side that's climbed their way up the ranks of the Cosmopolitan Soccer League. Had much success in the likes of Division II in years prior. Now under pressure was Jesko. The late charge arriving from the recent substitute in Dekanovic. Came on just moments ago to replace Chalebi. Shouts for a foul throw there. Play on Kalinovic. Lofted ball to complete the switch there from Sabovic. Diallo, Mamadou Bailo. Looking forward for Dekanovic, a good effort there. And a good spot on the run as well, but just too much on that. And Jesko grabs it. Pavel Kondratiev. Dixon with a heavy touch. He's got to retreat now. Hesse with it. Mirza Sabovic met by 2 blue shirts. Good defending there in recovery from the home side. Made it very difficult on FC Sandzak. Even the goal that they scored, it took a spectacular save and the rebound follow-up that fell rather nicely to them for them to even get on the score sheet. It's just been one of those games. So much playing between the lines here. Mohamed Bo does incredibly well in possession to keep that there. Forward now for Sabovic. Sabovic again. Good turn from Mirza Sabovic. He's already got one today, thinking about it, into the penalty area, and a heavy touch there into the path of Jesko. An early distribution for Barrientos. Now Semi Bolnik is looking inside for Torres. Picked off, and now the early ball from Sabovic is cut out by Dixon. Barquin. Torres. And now out wide for Juan Barrientos, who's got space on the left wing. Met by Mabruk. Cut inside. Barrientos on his right. And that one might have taken a deflection. Cevic not taking any chances. He's going to prounce on that one to keep that in play. Going long once again is Sandzak, flicked on by Dekanovic. Got lots on that, but no one making the run, and into the arms of the goalkeeper, Jesko. Oh, lovely turn from Kondratiev to open up some space. Mabruk does well to cut that one out for Barrientos, but the second ball falls calmly once again to Kondratiev. Barquin, a Hanover Park, New Jersey native, ran out of room. Sabovic forward for Dekanovic, and he wanted a foul there. Not going to get that from the referee. And again, quick distribution from Jesko. Back the other way, Diambera, and Kondratiev did well to cut it out, and another foul from Diambera. And an injury up in the front. It's Noam Davidov favoring that right hamstring on the other side of midfield. Barrientos doing well to get over there and attend to his teammate. Danny Herrera already up on the home team bench to potentially make the swap. And that change will be made. Herrera coming back into the game. Back underway. Bolnik does well to shield the ball away, but the whistle does come from the referee. Sabovic to pump it forward. First ball's won by Dixon. Now Barrientos. Well done to keep possession and play it back into a central position. Kondratiev forward. And Trujillo completes the switch for Bolnik. Bolnik's cross. Torres. Edge of the penalty area. Miguel Torres. Back for Trujillo, over his head, and now retreating is Hoboken FC 2. Good challenge from Terzer to knock it out for a throw. Trujillo now. And Torres bounces again for Bolnik. Too much on that, out for a throw. Not a whole lot to split between the two teams today, other than that goal from Mirza Sabovic. Hoboken FC doing well in these areas. It's Torres again, who's defended well, and now Hesse with room to run. Dixon coming over to defend. Good burst of speed from Matthew Hesse. Can he keep this one in play? Barrientos recovers. The cross comes in. Unger, the first one there. Matthew Hesse put everything into that run. Still slow to get back to his feet. Kondratiev. Dixon. Looking to play the switch out for Bolnik. Got a little bit too much on that one, and again out on the far touchline. Good switch from Trujillo. Barrientos brings this down. Barrientos gonna let go from distance, and that one right into the path of the goalkeeper, Danilo Nikcevic. Makes another save there. Barrientos playing with a lot of confidence after that strike he put out in the first half, and doing the right thing there to just get a touch out of his feet and smack it. Just didn't quite connect how we would have hoped. This one takes a deflection off Kyle Unger, gonna go out for a corner. It's the third corner for FC Sandzak today. Their second one, especially dangerous for Haris Sabovic. Cross came from Alem Kalenovic on the near post. The flick on header was just a little bit too tight to get back on frame. I imagine they try something similar again here. Stands over the in-swinger to the near post again. Barkwin was there. Harris Severich trying to go through. Barkwin stands him up nicely. Good defending and cleared. Herrera fighting to keep it in play. It does take a deflection. And now going quickly, Torres to switch it for Barrientos. Deflects and calmly keeping possession through the goalkeeper, Nikčević, are the visitors FC Sandzak. Lovely first touch from Mamadou Diambera. Looking forward for Hesse, defended by Barkwin, and Unger clears. Torres. Looking for Barrientos, too far out wide and out for another throw. Back underway to that whistle behind midfield. Here's Harris Severich once again. Looking forward for Diallo, Mamadou Bailo. Too much on it, out for a goal kick again. Errant pass in possession from Unger. Mirza Sabovic has already got one today for Kalinovic. Touch out of his feet, Kalinovic strikes, and Dixon and Kondratiev converged on it to close it down. Switching for Barrientos, good step again from Mabrook, and forward for Hesse. Just asking a bit too much from him there. Back live, here's Dixon. Barkwin forward, good run from Trujillo out of central midfield. Christian Trujillo met by Mohamed Bo. Knocked out for a near side throw-in. Barrientos does well to shield it. He's had a great little second half, Juan Barrientos. The switch for Bolnik. Cross comes in. That was Herrera who got a foot to it. And Kalinovic does really, really well in possession there to play out of the danger and keep the ball as well. Speculative ball in behind for Diambera was caught out by Unger. Now Barrientos. Driven ball looking for Barrientos. It's a great one. Can he keep this in play? He does. What a ball that was from Eric Terzer. The touch just let Barrientos down. Out for another throw. Now Matthew Hesse gets a well-deserved rest. Coming back into the match. Armand Chalabi is going to take over on the right wing side. Kondratiev wins that out of the air. It falls all the way back to the goalkeeper. Jesko rolls out Unger. Kondratiev bounces off Dixon. So calm in the back, Kyle Dixon. There's the former Stevens Institute of Technology midfielder Travis Brown. Switches for Bolnik. Herrera again looking forward. Trujillo. Turning into the penalty area, looking for Brown, recovering is Kalenovic to cut it out. Kondratiev, good ball for Barrientos. The flag is up on the far side. Offside is the decision there. More than 2/3 of the way through. We're past the hour mark into the 67th minute of play. Still 1-0 FC Sandzak on that late first half goal from Mirza Sabovic. Sabovic does well to flick that on. Diombera giving chase. Terzer defending. And he does well to just knock it out for a throw rather than a corner. Diallo Mamadou Bailo setting up this throw. Dekanovic to bring it down. Shielding one, but Terzer does well to knock it out for another throw. We'll do this again. Setting up another even longer throw this time from Diallo. Kondratiev wins it. Here's Bo. Cross back in, Dixon there. Dekanovic fighting for it, and that is a foul. Got into the back of Kondratiev there. Here's Brown. Bit of a heavy touch, got caught. And now Dekanovic. Dekanovic gonna let fly. Blocked by Unger. Now Diombera into the penalty area. Mamadou Diombera fires. And that one took a deflection. It'll be another corner. Their fourth now of the evening. Just once again, they've looked the most dangerous when their press is on, when they were able to dispossess in these areas of the field. You lose it on the edge of your own third, and you better believe you've got 3 or 4 Sandzak players running right at your goal. That time was Dekanovic. First shot was blocked. It fell for Diombera, who was patient but couldn't get it off. It's the in-swinging corner going to the back post this time. I think the wind might have helped ease that one out of play. Goal kick. Going very quickly now. Here's Barkwin. Paul Kondratiev. Brown under pressure again. Did play through it. A quick whistle though. Here's Trujillo. Forward for Barrientos. Cuts inside on Mabrook. Trujillo again. Those two play catch a couple times now through for Barkwin. The flag is down. Tristan Barkwin looking to cut inside. And the heavy touch was picked off by Sabovic. And Mirza does well to leave it for Chalebi. Armand Chalebi back for Sabovic. Deflected by Kondratiev in recovery. Trujillo bounces for Barkwin. And here's Brown. Bolnick. Kondratiev caught in possession there. Bo does well to turn him, and now Dekanovic can run at the defense. He's got Sabovic to his right, Diombera to his left. He's pulling this one up from distance, and it's an easy save for Jesko. Second chance in a row for Dekanovic running at the defenders, and decided to pull it up and have a shot himself. Barrientos looking to switch it. Diallo brings it down off his chest, shouts for a handball, and it's going to go out. Hoboken FC2 throw on the far side, and the first card brandished. Pavel Kondratiev shown yellow for dissent in the 71st minute here. Kondratiev. Brown does well to avoid Diambera. Bolnick inside for Kondratyev. Good football here from Hoboken FC2. The cutback defended really nicely. Diallo Mamadou Bailo does well there. Now Mirza Sabovic can play things the other way. Kalinovic. And all the way back to the goalkeeper, Danilo Nikčević. Folks, we remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Thanks again to Umbro for sponsoring Game and Frame's broadcast today. Kept in play by Mabrook, but this one's going to trickle all the way out for a goal kick unless Dixon chooses to keep this one in play, and he does. Kondratyev. Running into danger there is Unger. Dekanovic there. Unger, from the seat of his pants, did well to clear it, but Kalinovic, his shot tristled wide. First bit of carelessness in possession in front of their own goal there, but they got away with it. Now Barrientos can move forward. Foul from behind. Mirza Sabovic there, caught him. Kondratyev wanted to go quickly for Bolnick, but just a little bit too eager, about 10 yards or so ahead of where the spot of the foul really was. Folks, we'll also remind you the slate of matches we've got for the rest of this week. On Thursday, April the 23rd, Leros SC takes on Lansdowne Yonkers at an 8:30 p.m. kickoff in the APSL Metropolitan Conference, followed by a couple of games on Sunday the 26th. What an effort that is from Barrientos to his left. That was Nikčević. Get back to those matches in a moment. Here's Brown now. Again for Barrientos. And that one was deflected by Bo. And Nikčević pounced on it once again. Juan Barrientos has had a number of very close calls from distance. This time Nikčević with a brilliant full extension stop. Mohamed Bo. Now Sabovic the other way, looking forward for Diambera, and Unger collects. Back to those matches. We've got the rest of this week. On Sunday the 26th, Hoboken FC's first team takes on New York International at 4 p.m. in the APSL Metro Conference as Barrientos takes a heavy touch that Gad clears. And then the nightcap on Sunday the 26th is the New York Pan-Cyprian Freedoms against Zoom Schneider FC, a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. All of those matches, APSL Metropolitan Conference, the division that FC Sandzak are just inches away from promoting themselves into. And Barrientos offside there on the rebound from Trujillo. Into the 75th minute we go. A quarter hour plus stoppage time between us and the final whistle. One forcefully out of the air by Travis Brown. Now Nikčević with a bouncing ball, just going to get his foot through it. Bolnick wins the first one. Sabovic heads it to clear. Brown forward. Kondratyev, heavy touch. Fights through the challenge from Gad, still bouncing on the edge of the attacking third. Barrientos, good challenge from Mohamed Bo, and now numbers for FC Sandzak. Early ball from Chalebi's a good one. Diambera. And Terzer was there to knock that one off his chest, out for a corner. It'll be FC Sandzak's 5th corner of the evening. We saw them go to the near post on their first 3 corners. The latest one to the back post and went untouched and out for a goal kick. We'll see. They try to go back to their roots and look for the cheeky one at the front post. They've got 5 players lining in the penalty area now. They were a little bit more aggressive in the first half with 6 players and a 7th on the edge of the penalty area. just 5 at the moment. Haris Sabovic starting all the way back behind the goalkeeper in the Hoboken FC 2 goal. He's going to come back to the front post, and the flick on was there. Barrientos was the one who actually got his head to it. It's going to be another corner. But it is a clever tactic. Start behind the goalkeeper. And Haris Sabovic did get to the front post in time, just couldn't connect with the ball once again. And now this time it's Mirza Sabovic who starts in a dangerous area. The 6th corner, swatted away by Jesko, still alive. Dekanovic going out of the air, and Bo couldn't connect with it. Just swiped it off the shin and out for a goal kick. Some danger, though, coming in those moments. It's now the 3rd corner where they've threatened at least with a half chance. Dixon. Kondratiev. Now forward for Danny Herrera. Hospital ball there from Herrera, picked off easily by Diallo. Cross to the back post. Picked out by Dixon once again. Now Kyle Unger. The Ocean County College center back has had a strong game in addition to his partner Kyle Dixon. Native of Toms River East has got 2 goals and 5 assists on the year from the center back position. Kondratiev launching it forward for Herrera. Those two not on the same page. It will be another throw-in. In no hurry to get the game back going is FC Sandzak. Long throw from Diallo. Falls back towards him. Now Barrientos. Still Juan Barrientos fighting through. Couple challenges from shirts in black. And a foul whistled there as Trujillo was brought down. Yes, that was Mulai Mabruk with the foul. And this now a very dangerous chance for Hoboken FC 2. Trujillo, Herrera, and Brown standing over it. Now just Trujillo. Certainly within shooting distance. A 5-man wall being set up for FC Sandzak just inside the penalty area. Nikcevic stands just off to the right of center in goal. It's Trujillo. Through Nikcevic. Is it in? Did it cross the line? It did cross the line. It's a leveler for Hoboken FC 2. It just got by the wall and just through the arms of Danilo Nikcevic. Unsighted. And we are level. In the 80th minute, a very dangerous free kick trickles through from Christian Trujillo. 1-1 in Secaucus. It's the 4th goal of the season for Christian Trujillo, and perhaps the biggest one yet. 1-1 with 10 minutes and change to go here at Laurel Hill Park. I'll remind you that it's not just been an unbeaten season from FC Sandzak. It has been 13 wins in 13 matches. The cross from Kalinovic. Oh, a difficult one for Jesko to deal with, but he did. And now quick out for Barrientos, who's been excellent this second half. Good launch forward from Barrientos. Defended by Chalebi. And Barrientos does well to fight back for it, but does knock it out for a throw. Might have paid the price fighting through that one. Barrientos took a little bit of a clip there. He'll continue though. Here's Alem Kalinovic. And FC Sandzak preserved their perfect season of only wins in the CSL Division 1. Chalebi and Dekanovic fighting for it. Brown comes away with it for Hoboken. Trujillo, the goal scorer. Brown bounces for Kondratiev. And a challenge from Bo whistled there. It is a foul. And for even as this game has been, it would be dropped points for FC Sandzak. Does this result hold? From a winning position, going into halftime with the 1-0 lead, to have conceded with just 10 minutes to go, all to play for now. Barrientos floated into the box for Herrera. Goes to the back post instead. Bolnik back in play. And he struck it nicely and actually didn't miss by that much over the goal and out for a goal kick. Now Martin Dekanovic is going to exit. Matthew Hesse will return. FC Sandzak in need of a goal. Chalebi will go to the number 9 position as we're back underway. Mirza Sabovic for Diambera. Dangerous Mamadou Diambera has kept rather quiet tonight by the Hoboken FC2 defense. That time there, he does win a corner. It's the 7th corner now of the afternoon. We've seen them look dangerous from these corners, but haven't quite been able to threaten the goal yet. Kalinovic stands over it for another in-swinger. Haris Sabovic back to his place behind the goal. Comes to the 6-yard box. Diambera's there, Hesse's there, and cleared away. Now Bo looking to strike it. It does trickle through, and it's an easy one for Jesko. And they're going to go hurry. Barrientos and Herrera on the left side. Forward for Juan Barrientos. Cutting back inside, defended by Mubrak. Back now for Danny Herrera. Herrera gonna let go. Leaning back a bit too much there, got under it. Goal kick. About 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And the shouts from FC Sandzak head coach Kemal Hott, let's go, urging his side forward. Looking to preserve their wins-only season. There's unbeaten, there's invincible, and then there's what FC Sandzak have been to this point. Great flick forward by Sabovic. Terza running into danger. Mirza Sabovic picks it up. He's got Chalebi with him. Cross into the box looking for Hesse. Hesse flicks. Ooh, and just over the bar. That didn't miss by much. Had Jesko nervous on his line, but still 1-1. Barquin running into danger now as Kalinovic and Hesse defend him. He does well to maintain possession though. And Herrera switches through Brown. Looking to complete it for Bolnik now. Met by Diallo. Defended really nicely as well. He picks up possession. Forward for Chalebi. One by Unger. Brown with great feet around Bo. Bolnik forward. Advantage played by the referee. Looking to cross this one in off the head of Diallo. Barquin. And Trujillo. Looking to drive this one forward for Brown. The second ball falls for Bolnik. Into Travis Brown. Gad clears. Now Kalinovic with room to run. Numbers forward for Sandzak if they hurry. Kalinovic looking forward for Diambera. Cut out nicely by Dixon. He's been excellent again in this second half. Trujillo. Herrera. Bolnik forward with space. Forward for Herrera. Thought about it, now out wide for Brown. Brown, driven cross, gets through. Mabrook does well, calm and collected from the Sandzak back four to deal with the danger there. Here's Bo. Early long ball, easy pickoff from Eric Terzer. Kondratiev with space in the middle. Bolnik. Tired legs on both sides in this one now. Chalebi. Flicked over the top, looking for Diambera, and heading it back as Unger could be danger. Diambera nearly got through. Jesko did well, really well, to cut that one out. Diambera slow to get to his feet after that one. Unger headed it back to the goalkeeper, just didn't get enough on it, and Diambera pounced on top of it, if not for the proactive nature of Zachary Jesko to keep it out. Bo forward for Sandzak. Kalinovic now. And Diambera again for Kalinovic. This is good football in transition from Sandzak. The cross comes in. Chalebi defended by Dixon, and Brown can clear, and he does. Diallo does real well to get back for Kalinovic. Avoids the challenge of the goal scorer, Trujillo. And the deflection has been seen. It is a corner. It's the 8th corner now for Sandzak. Pushing numbers forward. 6 players in the penalty area. Hesse was there. Flicked away by Terzer. Again for Kalinovic. His cross to the back post. Wide open. Sabovic scores! Haris Sabovic restores order. FC Sandzak back in front. Mirza Sabovic scores towards the end of the first half. Haris Sabovic scores towards the end of the second half. And look what it means for FC Sandzak. Closer and closer to promotion. And right when you thought, well, maybe they'll drop points today, a Sabovic has the last laugh. Still, 2 minutes and change plus stoppage time to go. Can Hoboken FC add another surprise to the tale? Barrientos. Mohamed Bo does really well to defend him there, just to slow things down. Brown. Barquin cuts inside to his right. Barrientos. Kyle Unger. Floated forward. A slip from Gad inside. Here's Miguel Torres. Flag is down. Now Barrientos. Back for Brown. 3v3 on this near side. Defended by Hesse, and now Brown can pop in across. Plays it safe back for Dixon. Dixon gonna float this one in. Malbrook gets the first to it. Falls now for Bolnik. And for Herrera. Herrera lets go. And tipped over the bar by Nikcevic. It didn't look all that dangerous off rip, but it would have tucked just underneath the crossbar if not for Nikcevic there. And now everyone forward for Hoboken FC2. The goalkeeper, Zachary Jesko, in the box. The only man back is the center back, Kyle Dixon. Barrientos, the short option. Herrera standing over the corner. To the back post. Cleared by Dekanovic. Dixon to float it back in. And Nikcevic does well to bring it down under pressure from Kondratiev. And he might be in a bit of discomfort here, as does the Hoboken FC midfielder, Kondratiev. Big collision there, as we are past the full 90 minutes into second half stoppage time. An 88th minute go-ahead goal from the captain, Haris Sabovic. His 7th goal of the season equals the tally of Mirza Sabovic, who got his 7th just before the end of the first half. Love a bit of symmetry, as FC Sandzak are in pole position for their 14th consecutive win of the season. Kondratiev and Nikcevic both back to their feet, and we'll see just how much added time there is. I think the signal from the referee, 1 additional minute to play. And if this result does hold, what an effort from Hoboken FC 2. They were the closest team to bring down the unbeaten run, to bring down the only wins run in the first half of the season, and they're the closest team to do it in the second half of the season as well. Would have been an incredibly valuable point. Either way, it's an incredibly positive performance from the home side. The headlines read, FC Sandzak's 14th straight and 1 step closer to promotion. Barquin. Not much time left to go for Hoboken. Press intensifying from Sandzak. Dixon for Barquin, and he's got to hoof it here. First one out of the air from Gad. Mabruk pushes it forward. Kondratyev to bring it down. Foul from Mohamed Bo. Now this could be the last chance, but an opportunity to float one in from just in front of midfield. Miguel Torres has got every player but the goalkeeper in front of him. Torres to the back post. Bo is there, and that is the full-time whistle. FC Sandzak 1 step closer to the APSL. They go 15 points clear of the top of the table over Block FC with the win. 2-1 it finishes at Laurel Hill Park. First half goal from Mirza Sabovic, second half goal from Harris Sabovic. And there was a bit of an interruption where it was level. Christian Trujillo's free kick goal did disrupt the proceedings, but it finishes FC Sandzak 2, Hoboken FC 1. We'll be back with a word from a member of FC Sandzak. Don't go anywhere.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
James Burley back at Laurel Hill Park. The final score, FC Sandzak 2, Hoboken FC 2 1. An unbelievable finish. 2 late goals in the first and second half. I'm here with Jeffrey Gadd and Mamadou Diambera. Jeffrey, I'll start with you. A very tough game, very close game. Yeah. Defensively, you had to be super sharp. Just talk me through the emotions of this one and to ultimately come out on top in the way you did.
Yeah, it was a tough game. We've been starting pretty strong in the spring season, some good results. This is probably one of our toughest challenges yet. To come over here, it's not a tough team to play against. I mean, it is a tough team to play against, tough field to play on. So happy to grind out a win like that. It's always important to get 3 points in that fashion.
And Mamadou, you've been scoring goals all season long. Today you don't get on the score sheet, but you do so much good work in the attack. Tough team to break down, but eventually the team pulls through and gets a couple of goals. Just how would you say that this match went and to fight through the adversity and ultimately come away with the win?
I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter who scored. The most important is to get the 3 points, in which we did. As Jeff mentioned, it's not an easy place to play against Hoboken. Last year we tied against them 1-1. So today we knew we had to win, get the 3 points, and we did that.
And the perfect season continues. 14 wins out of 14 matches. I mean, how does it feel to say that? It inches away from getting the first draw of the year, but to come away with the win, how does that feel?
Yeah, I mean, we were asking the ref how much time was left. In the back of my head, I knew we were going to score some way, somehow. I wasn't worried. And like you said, inches away. It's just the way the season's been going. Everything's been going for us in our way, and hopefully we finish the season perfect.
And you've got now a foot in the door potentially to promotion, Mamadou. What would it mean for this club to eventually see that out? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but the writing is almost on the wall. A win in the next match, some results go your way, and you could see promotion. Just how does that feel for this club?
To be honest, our goal as a team is to get promoted to APSL. It has been our goal for like the last 3-4 years. So it will be fantastic to win the championship, to be honest, yeah. And we can't wait for our next game, get our 3 points, and hopefully get promoted.
FC Sandzak stays perfect, 14 wins in 14 games. Jeffrey, thank you.
Thank you.
Mamadou, thank you. The final score from Laurel Hill Park, FC Sandzak 2, Hoboken FC 2. I've been James Burley. Drew Tudor has been the man behind the camera. Thanks for joining us on Game and Frame.
Yeah.
Go ahead,